Thank you so much, sir, for talking to us. And what a wonderful innings you've had with Jubilee. We were very disappointed with the end.
Yeah, it's a tragic end. Yeah, but I'm very happy with Jubilee, the kind of feedback we are getting for the show. And after a long time, in fact, I have done something in Hindi, and I always say it's a debut for me after working for the last 40 years. It's a debut for me, and I think it was a huge journey for all of us, especially working with Vikram it was really a different pleasure. People I'm meeting after all my, after a long, because Anis just now I met.
Right.
I had done a film with, in fact, it was like initial stage of David and Anis when we did Adhiya. तो उसके बाद मतलब after a long time, and I think we are enjoying. All the entire team of Jubilee is enjoying this phase.
Absolutely. And please, you have to do more Hindi content.
Yeah, something like Shrikant Roy, of course, and yeah, of course I would love to do it, but something meaningful and good work, I would love to do.
What do you enjoy most about Filmfare? I mean, we see you year after year. You have always made it a point to come to Mumbai.
I make it a point because I have an emotional connect with Filmfare. I think I am one of those actors who had received this Black Lady when I was just 6 years. I did a film, it was called Chota Jignasha, which was produced by my dad, and Rishikesh Mukherjee was the director. So I still remember that Dilip Kumar got the best actor for Sagina Mahato. I'm talking about maybe, 55 years back. And after that, I have a lot of 5 to 6 Black Lady with me, doing Bangla cinema. And it has a connection. And I think if any part of this Indian cinema, the people who have been working for years have a huge connection with this Filmfare and the Black Lady. And I think that's the attraction which brings all of us together here.
Right, absolutely. And what was the last thing that you did before you hit the red carpet?
Well, the last thing which I did, I was little confused with the road and with the venue. So my driver was taking me, my car was taking me around because it's a little bit confusing. In fact, we were here maybe 10, 15 days back, but it's so confusing. So I was just confused, and we all are confused.
Absolutely. And lastly, before we let you go, if you were to hold a world record, what would that be in?
Well, I don't know. I have few records, but I don't know what exactly should I say. This is my 349th film which I'm doing, and I have a 22 film release in 1 year, and too much of records. But I think very smartly, smoothly, if I can cross 400 films with quality of work like Jubilee. My one film is running right now in Bangla, which is Sheshpata, which is like hugely critically acclaimed, hugely. The Shrikant Roy and the character which I played for Bangla was totally different. But I would surely love to say that it's not a record, but it's going to be my effort to do some very good, meaningful work for my last 50 films.
Apar, you are getting so much love for Jubilee. Just now we saw Shreya Saran complimented him in such a huge way. आपको बहुत सारे fans से भी प्यार मिल रहा है, audience से प्यार मिल रहा है. What are you gonna say? It's just like catching up right now. People are still watching it, enjoying it. You must be getting so many messages.
Yeah, touchwood, God has been very, very kind. All the artists in our city, they kind of, everybody works hard to get appreciated, and touchwood, it is very surreal. And more than that, the kind of love and blessings and wishes and praises I've got from the fraternity and outside it as well. A lot of seniors have messaged and called and video called and met me in person and done this. I really every morning wake up to thanking the energies and putting a little message out there that God should give me the maturity to soak this in the most subtle way and not get carried away by this. I hope I'm able to make better choices in future as well. It's very difficult to kind of I don't know. It should not sound too much, but it's just. I'm just so proud of to be a part of this subject.
It's also like we have seen you in many films, people have appreciated your performances before, but this is like that, like one big break, or I won't say it break, but one big huge compliment you're getting in a way because the show is doing so well.
Yeah.
How has it been for you, the journey, up till now?
Yeah, when we started, we were all little shaky because of COVID, but the writing kept us going, the prep kept us going, Vikram sir's confidence and conviction kept us going. So we shot for about 2 years and 92 days within a span of 2 years. वो कोविड की वजह से शॉट खत्म करके मास्क लगाना, कोविड टेस्ट करना बार बार, that added up to the it's always very difficult to enter such a character. So उसके साथ साथ ये भी आपको करना है, थोड़ा सा हमेशा वो और ज़्यादा problematic लगता है. But having said that, now that we have completed the journey, it looks absolutely beautiful. I mean, somebody just asked me audition thrice for the part. I was like, for the second season, I'm ready to audition 6 times as well. That's Vikram sir's. I mean, the kind of respect he commands from the actors is beautiful.
Amazing, and we can't wait for the second season. Talking about Filmfare, looking back at last year, Apar, which were your favorite films that are being nominated?
My films?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. I mean, DDLJ has been an all-time favorite.
Yeah.
Sholay, I mean, if you're talking about...
No, I'm talking about this year, last year. Last year. The films that are...
I thought you were talking about all-time favorite films.
Okay,
I'm still in the Jubilee era. कि पीछे चलते हैं थोड़ा. यार, okay, I think I really like... I'm not being biased, I'll be very honest. I think Action Hero is a film which deserved a lot more love. It is a very, very well-made film, well-directed, well-written, and a really good performance by Ayush Bhaiya and Jaideep Bhai as well. And I think sometimes the energies have to get together to kind of make it happen for a particular project and for the cycle to get completed. So yeah, I mean, for me, this year's film, the best film. And I don't think so. I'm that biased brother who would want to say things just because the film has my elder brother in it. But for me, इस साल की सबसे बेहतरीन film, Action Hero.
Also, last question, एक Filmfare moment जो आपका हमेशा favorite रहा है, your own personal or something that you saw on TVs, back in the day.
यार, honestly, if you ask me, Dangal के release के बाद, I had attended my first Filmfare.
Okay.
So I think that was very, very special. If I can say it without sounding too much, I remember there were a couple of occasions back in the day when Ayush Bhaiya specifically called me when I was a radio jockey in Delhi, listen, Filmfare hai. I mean, do you want to come and be with me? It was not out of any kind of ego, but मेरे पापा मामा हमेशा मुझे कहते थे कि यार कभी भी किसी महफिल में ना uninvited नहीं जाना चाहिए. So and it's people who know me, they really it's not out of any kind of frustration or bitterness or ego or any negative connotation का word. It was only about your simple self-esteem, I mean, touchwood. So Dangal was the first time I was literally invited to Filmfare for the first time, and touchwood, I think that really holds a very special place in my heart.